Hi, my name is Cindy Bloom, and I am here to share some really important information with you. So, behind me, I have what some of you may or may not know. This is, if you're a woman, you should know, this is a sanitary napkin. However, I want to question you before I go further. This is a sanitary napkin from a company. I bought it off the shelf. And I'm not going to name companies, but I bought it off the shelf from a health food company. And this is supposed to be a toxic, free of chemicals. But there's a couple things I want to share with you. Number one, this package here, I'm about to open it. It to me looks like it's open. So when I put this in my purse or in my, like when I had children, put it in my diaper bag or my makeup case or wherever we carry them, by the time I go and use this with this opening, it often looks very dirty. And I question, is it really sanitary? So that's the first thing that I want to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the sanitary napkin. And I'm going to show it to you. I'll show you how thick it is. Okay, I'm going to call Exhibit A. Okay, this is Exhibit A. I'm not going to put it down yet. Here I have Exhibit B. Okay, this is a brand new product that a lot of you are not aware of. And I want to show you that it is completely sealed. Okay, it's not open. And some of you may wonder why the pad that I showed you is open, and I'll tell you exactly why. Because the chemicals that they use, the adhesives that they use, are so strong, okay, that if they were to seal that bag completely, like this is sealed, it would poof out because of the chemicals in there. They can't seal it because of what they use for the adhesives. So this is Exhibit B. Notice it's completely sealed, so when you're carrying it, it is, I'm going to just get an example. When you're carrying it, it's going to stay sanitary. I also want to hold it side by side so that you can compare how thin this was Exhibit A, which is down here, and this is what I'm going to call is Exhibit B. Okay? So here we have Exhibit B, and I'm going to open that up. And as I'm opening it up, I want to, talk about our awareness campaign, which is Now We Know. And this awareness campaign is really important because it's really important that women know what they are putting so close to their most precious part of their body. So here's our Exhibit B, okay? Our pad, okay? Sorry, I'm just taking off all the stickers here. You can see that it's really soft. You can't see, but you can see it's really thin, and I can tell you this is extremely soft because this is made of pure cotton, and it's not bleached with any chemicals. This one is, from the packaging, I read that there is no bleach in there, which is fantastic, but it is made with wood pulp. And they somehow get it white, but it's made of like wood pulp and other stuff. And this is made of cotton. So, okay, I'm going to go on. I'm going to put both of these down here so that you can see the more important part of this. So I have Exhibit B, which is ours, and Exhibit A right here. So here is... No, I'm looking for my paper towels. Okay, here is my test. Okay. Now, the average woman, I have been told from studies and from gynecologists, they actually approximately expel 50 milliliters of fluids. Now, some, of course, are going to be more, some of them are less. So that's what I've done. I've taken 50 milliliters. And I poured it into this cup. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this 50 milliliters on Exhibit A, okay? I'm just going to pour it on here. Really, really gently. Okay. And just to be fair, I'm going to take this again and put 50 milliliters of fluids here. And here you go. You could see for yourself, 50 milliliters. And I'm going to pour it on Exhibit B, which is our product. I'm just still pouring it. Oops, trying not to get it to spill. Okay, so got a little bit that ran off. Okay, so we've had it down here. Now, let's just talk about, why people don't really like pads. And I'll tell you personally, when I was growing up, I hated pads because number one, they were bulky like this. Number two, I felt like I had to change them a gazillion of times because they were smelly and they were uncomfortable and didn't like sitting in like kind of wetness. So here we're gonna go. And excuse me for 1 second, I forgot my napkins. Okay, here we go. So here I have just regular paper towels. I'm gonna take 2 of them. 2 paper towels. Here, and put those away. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the paper towel and I'm gonna place it on Exhibit A, which is the pad. And I'm gonna just put my hand down gently. Oh my God, it's not really pleasant to do this because it's really, really wet. But can you see what this is? That is wetness. That is complete wetness on a pad that is supposed to be really absorbent. That doesn't look absorbent to me, which is why so many people don't like wearing pads. Okay? So I'm gonna leave that over here. I'm gonna take another paper towel, okay? And I'm going to put it on ours. And I'm gonna push down. And you can see I'm actually applying pressure. You'll see these little water spots possibly, and that's because it went off the table. Okay? I'm telling you, this is dry. I'll do it again. Dry, dry. Put the pad down. Push, push, push. Dry. Okay? This is an 8-hour pad. You come feel it. It's nice and soft. It's not wet. I'm going to go even a little further now. And I only have a little bit of water, but this is what we're going to do. Okay? I have 2 cups of water here. If you can see the 2 cups, I think that you will agree that one has more than the other. Okay? Can you agree that this one has more than this one? So the one with more, I'm going to place, right behind Exhibit A. And the one with less water, I'm going to place right behind Exhibit B. And I'm going to take apart and dissect this. So let's take this off here. And we're going to dissect this and see what's going on here. So, forgive me as I do this. Okay, so the first thing that we have when we dissect is this top layer, which is what touches the body. This is like hard, it's rough, and I'm pulling it. It really doesn't rip as much, okay? So that's that. And then if I go over to the rest, which is what we call the absorbency part, which is already stopping up, but this is what's supposed to be absorbent. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put it, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put it in the one that's less water, okay? And just see what happens. We're just going to leave it in there, plop it in there, and watch. What I have left here on this pad, with a little bit of there's still a little absorbency, is what? You know what this is? This is plastic. This is completely plastic. Like the kind of plastic bags you go when you go shopping to the grocery, or at Walmart, or at Target, or the grocery store. That's what this is. And you know what? What do you think happens when you're sitting and there's moisture on top and you're sitting on there, what do you think happens? Do you agree that that's a breeding ground for bacteria and infection that go directly back up into the woman's body through her bloodstream via her most private part in her body? Okay, so I'm going to take that and put it over here. Now I'm going to go over to this beautiful pad here. Again, it's still dry. Okay, people? I still can't. It blows me away. Still dry. I'm not like making this up. Look, it's dry. You see that? Still dry. Still have that 50 milliliters in there. We're going to take this pad apart. Okay, it's still sticking to the back. Okay, so the first layer that I'm going to take off here. Okay, do you see this? Do you see the holes? This is cotton, pure cotton. You see how that breaks and you see the stuff? That's pure cotton. Okay, that's not pulp, wood pulp. This is cotton, soft cotton, non-bleached cotton. First thing I'm going to show you. Second thing I'm going to show you is this little pink strip. This is our negative ion strip, okay? Go do your research. Research negative ions. This little strip is a wonderful, wonderful strip that brings calmness to you. But don't go for what I'm telling you. Just know that this pink strip will help with cramping, bloating. I've been told with headaches. I've been told it helps people feel good. This is a miracle. Check it out. Okay, so that's the next layer. Then we also have another layer here. It's just another air-laid cotton layer for protection. Then we have the actual absorbency system. I'm going to take that. And again, remember, I put this in, this is the cup that we decided had more water in. I'm going to put this in here, the rest of our absorbency system, and let that do its thing, okay, while that's going. And show you again, we have another, just another secure layer of cotton here. But the beauty of ours, again, lies here. This is not a plastic bag. This will break very easily. Okay, I don't want to break it quite yet. If you look very closely, you'll see little lines. Those lines allow breathability. So this is not going to have moisture and bacteria is growing. It's going to pull it away. It's not a plastic bag. Okay, now let's go over back and see what's going on here with our absorbency. Now, if you remember, this is Exhibit A, which was sopping wet when I did it, and I put it in the cup of water that had the least amount of water. I don't know if you can see this, but there is still water in here, okay? It's still in here. Can you see it in the camera? I could actually pour it. I'm not going to do that. I will pour it, but I'm going to show you. Now let's go over here and look at Exhibit B. This is ours. I could even put it upside down. Do you see this? Just want to catch it in case it comes out. No water is spilling. Now that is absorbent. I'm even going to take the extra water from here that did not absorb and pour it into our cup. Okay? And let's just see what happens. I just poured it in, and just in case some of it didn't get absorbed, I'm going to do it. But look, again, it is completely absorbed. So my question to you is, which particular product would you rather have? Our product is called Cherish. You probably haven't heard about it because it's brand new, but we are all natural. We are made of 8 layers of comfort. And I really encourage you to share this because we believe that women need to know this information. Women deserve better. And with Cherish pads, you're going to love the way you feel. Thanks for your time.